countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
How are you all doing? We all good? Lovely. Warm welcome to Country Den. Been up about a couple of hours. We've got bright sunshine today, but a hard frost out there. Blimey, everything was frozen solid out there today. But it's starting to warm up now. The sun's coming up over the loch in this stunning camp we're in. Right, a bit of Vantucker again for you. Just about, this was a gift that was gave to me by a lovely mate of mine, Woody, who's my mechanic as well. And it's one of these thermal cooking pots that you don't need electric for. Or any power. You need power to brown the meat, just to start it off with, to sear any meat that you're cooking, just sear it off, get the outside sealed and everything, lovely, get it seasoned and everything. But this is a thermal cooking pot, and basically what you do, you just brown the meat, all your seasoning, all your stock and everything into the pot, boil that pot till it's boiled, then take it off the stove, turn the stove off. You don't need no power no more, it's just that first boiling point that you need, that's all. Then you stick it all, that pot that you've boiled, you stick it all into this unit and just slam the lid down on it. Put that to one side, no power needed at all. Put that to one side for 2-3 hours, go for a walk, even go to bed and leave it on. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, and you can have a nice whatever pot roast you've got rocking and rolling in there. You can cook chicken, cook all sorts in there, beef, anything, stews, hot pots, lovely. I'll just show this pot. It's just a sealed vacuum pot, that's all it is. I'll just open the lid for you. Inside this you get two pots. You get a top steaming pot with a lid on it as well, and the actual bottom cooking pot is here, guys. Here we go, that's it there. It's all stainless steel. That's the actual thermos flask itself. There we go. It's got a little air vent on the top for letting out the steam. This is not pressure one, guys. This is just a vacuum sealed unit, so it's not like a pressure cooker. You have to watch it and everything, be careful. Lovely stainless steel pots there, as you can see. You can use these on your hobs, these, so you can brown all the meat in there. Bit of butter, throw steak in. I've got some steak, I've got some loads of raw vegetables, I've got a bit of stock, I've got a bit of corn flour, and what I'll do, I'll put some butter in there, throw it on the stove, brown the meat off, the cube diced steak that I bought a slab of steak, I think it's about £4. Dice it up, throw it in there, bit of seasoning, bit of butter, brown it off, get it nice and brown and caramelised, and that's done. Then pour all the water in with a bit of chicken stock or whatever you need in there. I'll put chicken stock, I had a bit of sweet chilli, a bit of soy sauce as well, lovely jubbly. What else have we got up there? And whatever seasoning, whatever pot you want to do, whether it's chicken, whether it's lamb, whether it's what I'm doing, beef stew today, beef stew and dumplings we're doing today. Beef stew and dumplings. So get all that in there, throw the water, the stock, all your vegetables in. I've got all my vegetables prepared, all raw vegetables, throw them in there, just bring it to the boil, then take it off. Then you take that unit then and just pop it inside. There we go, there's a pop there. You've got all your veg in there and all your meat in there, and the water and the stock and the gravy and all your seasoning and everything, your black pepper. Pop that inside the pot, then put that into position, and all you do, lock it, and that is it, guys. Put it to one side, no power needed, so it's ideal for a camper van. Brilliant. So no power, so put that to one side for 2-3 hours, get to bed, go for a walk, do what you got to do, come back, open it up, and you've got a lovely stew all ready to tuck into. So that's it. It's the cooking pot. Forget what this is called now, just in case any of you inquire. I think there's various makes about. This one's called Mr. D's Thermal Cooker, the modern day hay box. It's like a hay box. Do you know what hay box is? Where you smolder hay and put meat in underground or whatever. Slow cooking without power. I think this is a 5 litre one. Lovely jubbly. You got a little air vent on the top there. Right, so what I'll do, I'll take my pot off now. I'll turn the stove on, I'll put butter in there, a bit of seasoning and whatever, brown off my cube beef, then throw some water in, throw some chicken stock in, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of sweet chili, whatever you like, and if you want the recipe, just let me know and I'll put a recipe together for you for it. Put it all in there, bring it to the boil, put it in the pot, bish bash bosh. 3-4 hours later, you got a lovely stew. Anyway, I'll get all that prepared, I'll get it in, and we'll throw it in the pot, and we'll see how we get on with this beef stew. Countryvanlifeuk. Oh, I love beef. I love dumplings. Let's get on with the video. Hope you enjoy it. Let's give that a bit of a clean. What I'm going to do here now, just find somewhere to put somewhere. Really stuck the bloody room. I'm just going to warm the pot up with a bit of boiling water. Save a bit for my tea. Just put a bit of boiling water in there. Just close the lid for a minute, just to warm that pot up. This is the insulated non-powered pot. This is going to cook all this lovely food in. All I've did is put some boiling water in there just to get the pot up to temperature, so we don't lose any temperature when we put this together. Inside the pot there, I've got that lovely stewing steak which we seared to start with in butter. We've got carrots, we've got peas, we've got onions, we've got mushrooms, we've got herbs, we've got spices, we've got cracked pepper. I'm just going to put a drop of drop of sweet chili, not too much, just for flavouring more than anything. Just a little chunk of that in there. Lovely bloody jubbly. Also, we're going to put in a drop of brown sauce. You've got to put some brown sauce in your stews. Just a nice squirt of that. Lovely. This all adds to the flavour. I'm just going to put a little squirt of tomato. Only a little squirt. Bish bash bosh, not too much. I've got some oregano, got some thyme in there, various herbs in there. Give that a good stir. The actual stock now is covering all those raw vegetables. Don't forget you got raw vegetables, raw potatoes, raw onions. It's all in there. All we've done is got it to water to boil, which it is boiling. My pot is now hot. Let's just tip that hot water out of the pot. This is a non-powered pot, doesn't need any power. Just tip that out of there, so that's nice and steaming now. And all you do to finish the show, or to finish this cook-off, pop the pot inside the pot. So there's various pots you can use for this. There's another steaming top you can use if you want the veggies on top, but we're not doing that. So bish bash bosh, put that on there. Close the lid, seal that closed. You've got a vent in the top that lets out this steam. And that is it. That's the meal inside the pot there. That's using no power now. You just put that to one side, leave it for 3-4 hours, go for a walk or go to bed or wake up in the morning and you've got a lovely stew pot. Whether it's a whatever you're doing, whether it's a stew, whether it's a pot roast, whether it's chicken, it'll all be cooked in there by the use of thermal power. No power, no voltage, no power needed. So I'll set that to one side, we'll put that down there, out the way, and just let it do its business, and that's it. That's a brilliant piece of kit, especially in a camper van. You're using no power, and the food that comes out of there, that will be delicious. I'll throw some dumplings in for the last hour, half an hour, half a dozen dumplings. Bish bash. I forgot to mention in that, when we get this stew rocking and rolling, keep watching the video till the end, because I'm going to make a dessert, a Countryvanlife Vantuckers dessert that you'll die for. Watch till the end. So we've got stew and dumplings to start with, then a cracking dessert at the end. Keep watching. Right, here we go, back at you. It's been there about 3.5 hours, I think. Let's just pop the lid. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, try and get a bit of room here. Oh, let's have a look. Let's get my spoon. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, is those potatoes cooked? Oh yeah, they're cooked. The meat is all tender. I'll put a bit of corn flour in there now, and oh, that looks absolutely delicious. Look at that. Lovely beef stew. I'm going to put a touch of soy sauce in there, a bit of corn flour, just thicken that up a little bit, and we'll get some dumplings in there. Lovely. We'll get it back on the gas just for 5 minutes to warm it up with the dumplings. Bish bash bosh. Oh, lovely. That looks absolutely delicious. Right, just making some dumplings. Some suet dumplings. I've got self-raising flour there, twice as much self-raising flour with some suet, some beef suet. Get all that mixed up. Put a bit of water in there. Get a nice texture. Lovely. Bit of water in there. We'll give this a mix, and then we'll mix it by hand. Lovely jubbly. Some nice, lovely dumplings. There you go. There we go, 7 nice round even sized dumplings. Right, what I'm going to do now, the pot is down there still cooking away on its own with no power. I'm going to pop that back on the stove for 5 minutes, pop the dumplings in, then put it back in the non-power unit, the vacuum unit. Wait for half an hour and see how we get on with these dumplings. Lovely! Right, pop these dumplings into the stew. 1, 2, 3, 4, I do like my dumplings. 5, 6, 7, lovely jubbly. I do coat those with gravy, bring this to the boil just for 5 minutes, then we'll pop it back in the thermal flask. Lovely, for the last half hour. Lovely! Right, let's have a look in my stew pot. Whoa, look at those dumplings, all swelled up lovely. So I just got it back up to temperature, only 5 minutes. So actually using the gas stove, the first 10 minutes just to get the meat browned, get the water boiled, all your veggies and all your stock and all your goodness going in there, all your recipe going in there. So it was only like 5-10 minutes to start with, then into the pot over there for 3-4 hours, lovely jubbly. Then just finish it off for another 5-10 minutes just to get it like that, bubbling again. Lovely. Let's get this on a plate. Right, my lovelies, now the taste test for this thermal pot cooking. I've took it out of the thermal pot, I put the dumplings in there, stuck it in the thermal pot for another half an hour or so. Now I've just stuck it back on the stove, only for about 5 minutes, just to get it back up to a really hot temperature and finish off those dumplings. And we'll get it served now, and we'll give it a taste test. I'll let you know what this tastes like, straight out of this thermal pot. Cheap cooking. This could save you hundreds and hundreds of pounds a year on your cooking, especially when you're cooking, you know, dishes that take a long time, like stews or doing a roast chicken or a chicken casserole or whatever. Loads of recipes for this particular device, and we'll have a lot more on the channel as well in the future. I've done quite a few in this, but this is the first one I filmed. I did it on the actual live show. That's what you saw in the clips earlier, a bit of the live show, because I actually did the prepping and getting it already on the live show, which we had a lovely live show. So lovely. So check out my live shows if you haven't already on a Sunday. That's Sunday afternoon, lovely. So let's go and have a look, see what it looks like. See what my dumplings will look like. Oh, I love dumplings. Oh, Skye, I've been looking forward to this. A nice stew and dumpling on a cold winter island night. Lovely jubbly. Give Skye a bit of this as well. Here it is on my plate. Wow, look at that. That looks bloody awesome. Delicious. We'll get a photo of that for the thumbnail. Beef stew and dumplings. Homemade Countryvanlifeuk in a thermal cooker that costs pennies to cook. In power. Amazing. Oh, Skye, I'm going to give you a bit of this, bab. That was one of the best meals I've had in my van. Absolutely delightful, and my belly is bursting. I had another 2 dumplings, so I had 6 dumplings, and I've still got enough in the pot for a couple more servings. That was bloody delicious. You're going to enjoy this, Skye? Yeah. Right, back at you now for dessert. You'll like this one. Right, what I've got is some fresh fruit. I've got some fresh, lovely raspberries. Got some orange, little easy peel oranges, and a banana. I'm going to slice all these up into pieces, probably just the berries in half, and I'll come back to you in a minute. You see this for a cracking dessert. All those sliced up nicely into little mouth-sized pieces. There we go. Don't know if you can see that, guys. Just tilt that camera down a bit for you. Get your nose out, Skye. There you go. I've got some raspberries there, some sliced orange there, and some sliced banana there. So I've got my mini little frying pan there. So just get the stove rocking and rolling. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Quick dessert. Nice and quick, this one. There. And all I'm going to do with the pan, sugar. Not too much. Some sugar in there. There you go. 3, 4 teaspoonfuls. And then I'm just going to stick a drop of water in there, not too much. Lovely jubbly. Give that a good mix. We're making caramel. There we go. Just let that come to the to a steady boil. I'm going to add a drop of vanilla. Just a touch of vanilla essence. Vanilla essence in there. Lovely jubbly. And I'll keep stirring that. Now, working with caramel, especially in a van, guys, you got to be very careful because it's like bloody red hot lava. You put a drop on your hand and it'll go straight through your bloody hand. It is red hot, guys. So be very careful in a van. Keep an eye on it all the time. And the thing is with the caramel, obviously it's just sugar and water, guys, with their flavouring. I've got a bit of vanilla essence in there. The thing with caramel is you can't let it cook down too much. You've got to evaporate all this water, get it down to a thicker, at the moment it's a rapid boil. That boil will go slower and slower and slower to like a lava boil. And then you'll see us start changing the colour of the white liquid, the water of the sugar. You'll start changing to a light brown. And once it gets to a light brown and the bubbles start like slowing down kind of thing, they're like popping like lava. And that's the time to take it off the stove. If you leave it any longer, guys, you're going to burn the caramel. Burnt caramel is no good at all. So we'll just let that reduce a little bit till it starts to change colour now slightly. Just let that reduce a little bit more, and I'll come back to you when the caramel's ready. Lovely. There's all my fruit. Right, caramel there. You can see it's a fast boil at the moment. Once that reduces down, that boil will start to slow down like a lava boil, and the colour of the sugar and water will start to go browner and browner, but don't let it go too brown. Once it starts to slow roll and the colour changes, that's the time to turn it off. I'll come back at you in a minute when it's getting the colour we want. Lovely. Right, back at you. As you can see now, that's slowly, the boil has gone from rapid to slow. Now that in a moment will change colour slightly, go slightly browner, and that's when your caramel's ready. Right, our caramel's ready. There we go. That'll do. Take that off the stove now. Lovely jubbly. That's a beautiful consistency now. You can see that, guys. Careful with this because it's red hot. You can see that. You can see that. It's light brown consistency. Lovely jubbly. Just put the stove low just to keep it so it doesn't season up too much. And then just get your fruit, dip it in the caramel. Right. I've got a little bit of grease on my plate, or you can use greaseproof paper to put this caramel on so it dries out. Just roll that. Just roll the fruit through the caramel all the way through. Here we go. Here's one berry. Just put it on there. Another berry. Do this quickly, guys. Just keep it on the stove so it stays liquefied. Get that in there nicely like that. There we go. Pop them down. And with your pan, when you finish, guys, put some hot water in there. Careful. Otherwise, if you let it dry, it's going to be a nightmare to clean your pan. Just put a bit of water in there and put that back on the stove, and that will clean that pan for you from the caramel. Sorry about my back and everything, guys. It's hard to put this camera in the right places where I want to go. Just done a few for now. But if you want to put candy strands across, you know, streaks of candy across, you can do. Make it look even prettier. That's what I used to do in a restaurant when I serve something like this, put candy strands all across. And then a lovely job, Lee. Right, we'll just let that cool down. Right, I'll just let this cool down a little bit and I'll come back with a finished product. You're going to love it. Candy fruit. All right, just having a clean pad down. Lovely job, Lee. So be very careful with caramel. The stuff is red hot, honestly, guys. It's bloody red hot. It is literally like lava coming out of a volcano. You don't want to get that on your hands. So careful in your van. What a beautiful day it is today out there today. It is glorious. Right, I've just popped that back in the fridge for 5 minutes. We'll take it out and I'll show you my finished dish. And that's my view while I'm cooking out the window. How smashing is that, eh? Snow on the mountains, on my own, Lockside. Cooking Vantuckers, Countryvanlifeuk, Lockside. Lovely. Right, my lovely jubblies, let's get these out the fridge and see if they're ready to serve. I've just had a strange message from one of my followers, lovely Michelle. She says she found a cowboy hat. Now, I don't know whether you remember in my playlist from 2 winters, I think it was 2 winters ago, winter of 23-24. I was in Galloway, spent 6 months in Galloway for the winter. Beautiful Galloway. And I lost my hat. You know, I lose chairs and I leave tables and chairs outside and drive off and lose. I'm a bloody idiot sometimes, honestly. And I lost my bloody cowboy hat, my Stenson. And Michelle's just emailed me and said that she found one. Not sure whether it was on Facebook or something, but I believe Michelle's got it now. And she says to me, "Is this your hat?" And I messaged her back. I said, "Well, yeah, I did lose one in Galloway a few years ago, but I can't imagine it's that one." She sent a picture of it, and it's a little bit weather worn, but it looks like my bloody Stetson. How bonkers is that? You couldn't write that, could you? Over 2 years, 2.5 years later. And I told her to check 1 or 2 things inside. This is my Stetson at the moment. And this was made by, I think it's Sidewinder. I've told her to check inside. If it says Sidewinder inside, it's exactly the same as this one. Except the one that she's shown a picture of is weather beaten. It's a bit more browner. The weather's got to it. It's been out, I don't know, the longest been on the ground, probably for 2 years, I don't know. And it's exactly the same. How bonkers is that if that turns out to be my hat? Waiting for her to get back to me. If it's a Sidewinder, then it's mine. You couldn't write that, could you? I might do a video on that. That deserves a special video. Right, let's get this lovely dessert out the fridge. Oh, let's have a look. It's had a chance to cool down a bit. Lovely job, like. Right. Sorry about my back, folks. Right, I've just done a small portion. There we go. Can you see that? Caramelised banana, nice and crispy. Caramelised raspberries. Oh, it's bleeding raspberry in my head. Oh, I've got loads of heron down by the lock here. There's something swimming in the lock over there. Don't know what that is. And caramelised orange as well. There we go. Lovely job. And all we do with this, get some creme fraiche, or some ice cream, or some fresh cream, whatever you like, custard, whatever you like. The kids will love this. I've got a bit of extra double thick cream that I'm going to dollop on this one, guys, and we're going to give this a go. And I'll tell you, I've had this on many occasions and I love it. Right, just going to put a dollop of crest cream just over the top of each one. Lovely jubbly. So you can have ice cream on this as well. Obviously these are going to be nice and crispy. You got all those lovely flavours. Right, a bit more on there. Let's dollop it on. Usually I have shards of sugar on top as well, like a mist. There you go. There it is with the cream on. Lovely job. Well, it's beautiful out there today. The lake has gone flat calm all of a sudden. There's a hell of a wind earlier, but it's like a mill pond out there today. Right. What shall we try first? Should we try the banana? It's all about presentation cooking. I used to be a chef. There you go. Look at that. Caramelised cold banana with a dollop of cream. So you can have ice cream, whatever, creme fraiche, yoghurt. It's give this a go. Crunchy, soft, sweet, cream, caramel. That is delicious. Right, let's try one of these lovely fresh raspberries. Again, all caramelised on the outside, all crunchy on the outside. Fresh fruit, dollop of cream. Here we go with the raspberry. Oh, can you hear that crunching? And a lovely soft. Oh. Oh, you got slight tartness of the fruit. That works a treat with the sweet caramel and lovely cream. Right, last but not least, the caramelised orange. There we go, in their crispy little candy shell with a dollop of cream. Here we go. What's the orange going to be like? Again, crunchy, bite into that softness of the fruit. Oh my, oh my. A lovely toffee. A toffee in your mouth afterwards. Oh guys, you've got to try this caramelised fruit with vanilla caramel. Fresh cream, fresh fruit. Have it with ice cream. Have it with creme fraiche. Dollop of yoghurt. Wow. And a few shards of sugar candy on the top. Go on, go away. Goodbye. I'm going to tuck into this. Wow. Crunchy. Snapping in your mouth. Bursts of fresh fruit. And the cream. You can have all sorts of fruits. You can have nuts. You can have apples. Whatever you like in there. Sprinkle of chocolate syrup on top as well. Now we're talking. There you go, guys. I'm going to carry on with this because it's bloody delicious. I might at the rest of it later. Wow. There you go. That's Country Vantucker. That's what I get up to in country with my Vantucker. CVUK Vantucker. We love it. I love cooking. So I used to be a chef, so I do love cooking. So if you want the recipes for any of this, just message me and we'll give it over to you. Lovely. Till next time. Till the next Vantucker and the next adventure on country. You make sure you subscribe. You make sure you give me a comment, which would be lovely. Makes my day. I love talking to you guys. Make sure you like the video. And of course, press the subscribe button if you've not already subscribed. Till the next adventure, from me, in Christine, with Skye, on the beautiful Isle of Mull. Well, guys, that's one of the best desserts that I do in my van. You will love it. You got to give it a try. The kids will love it. Beautiful. Right. I'm going to make some more of that. That was divine. And look at this. What a location for Country Van Life Vantucker. How about that for a view? Out of Christine today on the lovely flat calm loch with all the wildlife around me. And the mountains up there as well. Vantucker. Love it. See ya. Stay safe.